EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Big Easy. And with that Who Dat chant bouncing off the walls behind us, we know that we're ready for football at Caesars Superdome in downtown New Orleans. The first game's out of the way. Time to buckle down for the long season ahead, and we're off in week 2. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. And we're going to stop play here, at least momentarily. It looks like there is a 49er who's in some discomfort. To the air right away. Here's Shuck. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll throw. Here's Shuck. And the Niners get there and bring him down. And Nick Bosa so quick on the outside. He gets in there to bring him down.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
And that's complete to Cooks. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now 3rd down and 6 to go. This defense for the Niners, terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And what I saw in film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now with do on offense, you just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 34-yard line. The 2nd-round pick leading this offense well. It'll be a 1st down. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. It's one of the better coaches in the league always tells me. On offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. Well, here are the body blows right now. He's hoping that 1 uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
From the 25, here's 2nd and a yard.
2nd and a yard.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Saints, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 23.
On the counter, here's Kamara. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal.
That's good for another Saints. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Shuck. That is caught by Olave. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Saints get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Building confidence after a loss, that's a good way to do it. The loss last game, but first drive here in this one, cashing it in for 6.
Hey, they can talk all they want about putting the loss behind them. I think that drive there did more than any conversation they had, don't you think?
That's exactly right. Puts that to bed. And this is what they said all week long. A lot of things they needed to do differently. And whatever they said appears to have worked. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 7-0. Now a timeout here, at least for the moment. Looks like one of the Saints is injured, shaken up on that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. The ball upright on the tee, and the Saints kick team booms it away. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. So here's the first drive now for the 49ers. And a look here now at their fourth-year quarterback.
And he said he was feeling good in the lead-up to the season, and he proved it in a big way in Week 1 with 4 touchdown passes. Had the offense moving at peak efficiency right at the start of the year. Awfully impressive.
The first carry here for Jordan James. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
First down, 49ers.
Purdy now to throw off the play action. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The Niners at 1-0 on the year following the win in Week 1. And this will be quite a start for them if they can win 2 straight on the road.
Yeah, the schedule makers didn't do him any favors. They gave him 2 road games right out of the gate. But the thinking on the team has to be, imagine if we win these 2 games. What a setup for the rest of the season for us.
And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. So as they talk it over, we step aside. Shotgun now with Purdy. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 36. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn a fresh set of downs. So from the 36 now, first and 10. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be second down. The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 7 carries, 102 yards.
So coming off the opener where they established the run and established it well, their goal is to make sure that the trend continues and to serve notice to the rest of the league that they might be a run-first team.
Here's Purdy. That's over the middle and caught by Pearson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 23.
First down, 49ers.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And across the chalk into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown.
San Francisco.
Christian McCaffrey, his first rushing touchdown of the year. And the 49ers respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
As a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now, but let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart, passing that pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football.
It's now second down.
So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Marking down at the 49.
That's good for a Saints. First down. First and 10.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
Wow. That ball is not free. But a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after. And it's third down. You look at this Niner defense. They sit at number 20 in the NFL right now against the run.
For some defensive fronts, playing the run is not the priority. It's playing the pass. Right? They get upfield, they rush the passer, and sometimes neglect stopping the run. That's something that they have to work on, reverse a little bit. Make sure you play the run on your way back to the quarterback.
At the 39-yard line.
Back to the ground. It's Kamara. Well, somehow he was able to sidestep that first tackler, but still hit and taken down behind the line.
A loss of 2 brings up second down at the 40-yard line.
These two teams all tied after one. Ready for the second quarter from New Orleans. It's the Saints in possession as they've got it second down and 11. Now Shuck. To the right side, he's got Velo. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 21. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
That's good for another Saints.
This has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Now, there's Cooks in motion right. Trying to pound it in, Kamara. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Again, Kamara. But he will go backwards as he's stopped for a loss. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
It's third and goal.
To throw is Shuck. He's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. Disastrous outcome there on third and goal. They lose 9 yards on the sack. Sanders' kick is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they are able to get that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
They'll start by running the option to right. And he's going to be dropped following a pick up of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The ball under 32. It's second and 2. Now Purdy. And he's taken down here by the Saints. Devon Godshaw getting in there and dropping it.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing here, Purdy. Oh, tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Roman. And they're going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Here's Shuck. It's into the hands of Hill, complete. And he is in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Taysom Hill, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Sanders now to have the extra point. It's good to make it 17-7. Bring out the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. And San Francisco gets set to go here. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Devon Gacho up to make the tackle. So from the 37, here's second down and 8.
Second down at the 37-yard line.
Purdy. Pass caught by Pearsall. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Catch number 4 for him on the afternoon, and it'll give him a first down.
First down, San Francisco.
A handoff, McCaffrey running right. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's made at the Saints 35. 15 yards there on the catch and run.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 36-yard line.
Purdy looking to throw. Connects with Kittle underneath. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And 3rd and 1 now. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. 2 yards is the pickup. And it'll be first down, 49ers. Back to throw, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. Now following the completion, we're going to get a stoppage here for an injury. From the 17, here's 2nd and 4. Purdy will set up to throw it here. That's complete to Pearsall. That'll be enough to keep the drive moving forward. Another first down on the pickup of 5 yards.
First down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, You're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Purdy now to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number one.
At the Saints' 4-yard line.
Purdy will look to throw again here. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3. Back to throw again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on downs.
They start the drive on the ground. Kamara. Oh, and this is going to wind up with safety. And that was a little tough to watch. You kept thinking he might be able to get away, then you watched him just keep going further and further backward.
Just fall down. Just fall down at some point instead of getting driven back into your own end zone. That play's definitely not salvageable. You end up costing your team points.
Touchdown, 49ers. Ricky Pearsall, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the 49ers get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And able to get this out to the 25. And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And with a 1-point lead, you'd have to think they'll be looking just to get this to halftime. They hold him only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
Nice job by the defense figuring that play out and holding it to a short game. But I don't think the offense is going to be daunted. They actually accomplished their goal there. Now they've got them aware. They can throw a screen at them, maybe to slow the pass rush down a little bit, and they can throw it downfield.
So a tight one. Well, everyone's eager to resume play here in this Week 2 contest, so we push right through halftime and back at it for the start of quarter 3. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to go to begin quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here is starting it in the 3rd quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now he's getting the ball to start the second half. How about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the 3rd quarter.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Back to throw. Purdy working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the 49er first down.
On the ground, it's James. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. From the 43, here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Another run, this time McCaffrey. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he is caught. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, 49ers.
Purdy off the play fake. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete. 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Looking to throw. Purdy. Here's a screen for Robinson. Heck of a broken tackle and able to work this down near the 23. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Again, it's Purdy to throw it. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Niners first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on 3rd down.
San Francisco.
Again, he'll drop to throw. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. Down at the 14 for 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
A handoff left, McCaffrey. A beautiful fake. And the 49ers are going to be set up with a 1st and goal. A strong running gets them to the 9-yard line.
1st and goal, San Francisco.
They'll run with Robinson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Leads to 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line.
Back to throw. Purdy. And looking for Kittle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Demario Davis. And the Saints are going to take over at their own 2-yard line.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 2-yard line.
They begin on the ground with Kamara. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Running the ball can be a struggle in this part of the field. In fact, it's a perfect spot for defenders to pin their ears back and try and work upfield, and they capture him for a loss.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. They're up the middle. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Here comes the Saints punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out quickly, and this is not a bad kick here. Taking on the midfield logo. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And the last time out, they had the good drive going. You get in the red zone, they throw the interception. Not their first pick of the game either, so we'll see if they're more careful, more cautious here on this drive.
Yeah, nothing worse than repeat mistakes, right? You end up cocking the ball up, you end up throwing a pick, everything goes awry. And now, points don't go up on the board. I just heard a man scream out, I thought the idea was to score points. Yeah, they get a little restless too.
James. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left them no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and that will bring up 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Purdy from the gun on third down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a 49ers first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on third and one. They run it with James. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. 3 quarters in the books. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now here live in New Orleans. This is 2nd and 8. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. To Valdez-Scantling over the middle. And the Niners are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. And question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Out of the gun, Purdy. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, 1st down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on 1st down in this situation because 2nd down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Here's Purdy. Steps away to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. So can this New Orleans defense stand tall again? 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw again. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So here we go. It's Jake Moody now in a big spot. This for a 4th quarter lead. And his kick is good. And they have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. So he waited on the sideline for his first chance in the ballgame, and it didn't come until the 4th quarter, but he connects there. A big one to give him the lead.
Boy, you talk about coming in cold. I don't care how many times you kick it into a net. You're not really ready when you go out there. All that beef is coming at you trying to block the kick. Big spot, and he delivers.
Looking to put a drive together. Throwing, Shuck. And down he goes. The 49ers get there. Buried by multiple defenders on the drive's first play. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Cooks will come in motion right. Shuck now to throw. Under pressure, and they get to him again. It'll go as a loss of about 6, and now it brings up 3rd. We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That is caught by Velo. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. Taken from just outside the 30. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense. 1st and 10. The drive begins with a run by McCaffrey. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down.
And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that 1st down carry.
That's into the hands of Pearsall on the right side. Calling a gain of 40 on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing here, Purdy. And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down. And here's Morstead now as he sends this one away. And that one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback. Set to take over once again. Out comes the Saints offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in, because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. Nick Bosa picks up his second sack of the afternoon. I don't know what else can be said about this pass rush. They have been sensational. CD, that is now 6 sacks for them.
And how many times do we talk to offensive coordinators and they say a sack is a result of everyone on offense not doing their job? But let's be honest.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Here comes the Saints punter now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Now a give, right side McCaffrey. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
And this is the worry, because sometimes you get a little too predictable in spots like this. You know you're going to run the ball, but they know you're going to run the ball as well. And now you look up and you're staring at an important 3rd down.
That is not going to be any help as they dump it behind the line of scrimmage.
San Francisco.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st down and 10. New Orleans offense back out and ready to go. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game now. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Another try, 2nd and 10 now. To throw now, shot. And Cooks hands it over the middle. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. This feels like a late season game, even though it's just week 2. Here's a big 3rd down. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. Here now, 3rd down. Here's Shuck. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. This is getting ridiculous. 8 sacks now. That time multiple guys get to it. Got to avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
Incomplete. It's a turnover on downs.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Incomplete. Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
James. Now he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. The Saints going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down.
1st down, San Francisco.
Up the middle they go. James. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Now, during that run, an injury here. We got one of those big blockers in some discomfort. Here comes third and the length of the football. Robinson on a give right side. And Robinson will not get there. Great defense at the point of attack to stop him short of the first. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. And his kick is indeed good. And that will push the lead up to 5. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. So here is Shuck and the Saints. Down by 5, 36 seconds remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
And he'll wind up getting about 8, but the clock will run. Also, don't forget, it's now 3rd down.
That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 2.
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
8-yard loss. Brings up 4th down.
Now Shuck on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. And it's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the lead change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
So for San Francisco, it's a dream start. 2 wins in 2 early road games. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll drop to 0-2. And they'll be on the road next week as they get a date with the Seahawks in Seattle.
Act your age, ain't just the barbers where you catch a fade. Face covered, cutting through your garden like a masquerade. Before I catch a L up, catch a plane. I probably f*** you before I f*** your chain. Switch it up, it's rap, pixie dust. Money ain't to us, broski went and you better fix her up. I just bought a crib to a chick, she got the biggest. And when I saw your sister, I said